Good morning, everyone. This is Vineet Pandey. So we all are in the lockdown, and day by day, lockdown is getting very boring for us. I have subscriptions of Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon, but I mostly I go for studies. The remaining time I go for movies. Sometimes I play with my pet dog. Sometimes I go for fitness sessions. But still, I'm getting bored. And the worst thing that is killing me is that I'm not able to work because I really wanted to go back to Delhi so that I can work for you. Thank you, Pramod Patil. Thank you. स्वागत नहीं करोगे हमारा? Thank you so much. ज्योति कंवर. Jack offline batch. So, good morning to everyone. And this is one of the different experience. अपने आप एक अलग experience है कि आप घर में बंद गए हो. Uh, what I generally do. I keep dreaming that one day lockdown will be, taken back. It will be withdrawn, and then I will go for some 5 days trip to Goa, or maybe some 5 day trip to Kerala or some other place. And I just have only two or three T-shirts. They're also of my brother because I actually didn't know that I will be locked. So I actually came back from Delhi to Rajasthan to drop my parents, and I thought that I'll stay for 1 or 2 days and I'll go back to Delhi because Delhi is my workplace. Delhi, where I have many books. You have seen my library. So unfortunately, the Janta curfew was extended, and all of a sudden, lockdown 144 was implemented. So I could not return. So this is the reason that because of this beard, hair, it's very much dilapidated. Had I been at my home in Delhi, I would have gone for some good professional dressings before teaching you. But these are not possible things. So what I'm doing is I'm trying my best to be in front of you in the way that I am, the very natural way. I'm trying to help you. So we'll wait for 2-3 minutes till other students will join. We have like 183 students watching us. और नेहा जीत आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप हमेशा मोटिवेट करते हैं स्वागतिका फ्रॉम स्वीडन शी हैड जॉइंड अस कुछ स्टूडेंट गल्फ कंट्री से भी ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं ओके Shovika is saying कि lockdown is good because we can see you live. No, I have learned this thing that I should do these kind of things to help students. So even if the lockdown is uplifted, I will get back to Delhi. I will talk to my team, and I will go for the edited version of online batch where I can teach you in the live mode, and we will have some question sessions on screen. So my team told me that this is possible, but we need to get back to Delhi. So then I will try to help you. No doubt society is giving us a lot of things. Society has given me an identity. Society has given me a life, a value, a reputation. You all respect me. You all love me. So even I have a responsibility to give something back. So I'll try to do those things. And we will discuss feminism today. Feminism, Nariwad. So before we discuss what is feminism, आप अपने तरीके से बताओ क्या होता है फेमिनिज्म क्या होता है फेमिनिज्म डू वी रियली नीड सम राइट्स फॉर वुमेन और women को राइट्स ऑलरेडी मिले हुए हैं इट इज जस्ट दैट वी डोंट हाईलाइट देम और मे बी द women they don't highlight और women are already in better condition in India we don't need feminism what do you say बताओ देखते हैं आप लोग क्या कहते हैं थैंक यू अजहर मोहम्मद कृष्णा का ये फेवरेट टॉपिक है सुप्रिया गुप्ता रोल नंबर 21 प्रेजेंट सर बहुत बढ़िया नेहा तहरान बहुत बढ़िया शिवांगी शिवांगी, आई विल टीच वेस्टलैंड, डोंट वरी। यूट्यूब पे जितने भी लोगों ने वेस्टलैंड पढ़ाया वो 90% मेरे स्टूडेंट है, डोंट वरी। मैं अलग ही पढ़ाऊंगा। व्हेन आई विल टीच यू, आई विल टीच यू समथिंग वेरी डिफरेंट। देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन इन नेट एग्जाम that what are those places which are mentioned in wasteland from London? Pick the exception. So pick the odd one out. So the bridge, the tower, and that yard, three, four areas are mentioned, and the odd one was asked. So wasteland is something really good. And I actually never thought of going for wasteland. I thought it's easy. I deliver the lecture in online mode, but I will go for it. Don't worry. Shelly Chopra has answered the very nice thing. Good. साक्षी नगरोत्रा फ्रॉम जम्मू, आप आवाज सुन लीजिए, कोई बात नहीं, जो मिल रहा है वही काफी है। What is male dominated society? What is male dominated society? Suvarn Suvarn Prasad is also one of my good students. Suvarn has written another side of the feminist movement. Suvarna says आजकल गर्ल्स इन चीजों का बहुत फायदा उठा रही हैं और बॉयज भी सफर होते हैं, लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ द वुमेन, या इवन आई हैव सीन इन फ्यू केसेस दैट दे यूज दिस एज अ वेपन। मैंने तो देखा हुआ है, हमारे सामने एक केस हुआ था हमारे यहाँ पे। तो दो लोग आपस में लड़ पड़े, तो उसमें द मेल पर्सन वाज एक्चुअली राइट, लेकिन उसकी किसी ने सुनी नहीं। इंग्लिश जी, इंग्लिश विद अंकित, थैंक यू। जामवंत बोला आपने, मुझे अच्छी बात है, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड। एकता देवगन गो फॉर पीएचडी ऑन समथिंग एल्स। फेमिनिज्म पे बहुत पीएचडी हो चुका है। फेमिनिज्म पे बहुत पीएचडी हो चुका है। सो आई टेल यू समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। Many of you are scholars, many of you already have studied, many of you already know that a lot of developments are done in feminism. But how many of you actually know, be honest, that there are not three waves of feminism? There are four waves of feminism. So even on the thumbnail, I have written three waves, but on the topic, I have written four waves. Four waves of feminism. How many of you actually know it? Because I'll be teaching about the fourth wave also. Thank you, Rohit. Sakina, thank you. So is it like a boy can go for a late night movie, a girl cannot go for a late night movie? So that is why this is called patriarchal society, because the family members, especially father, brother, husband, the male members, they will stop the girl doing all these things. This is why we call it patriarchy. क्या मतलब है फेमिनिज्म का? बहुत बढ़िया पूजा वर्मा, बहुत बढ़िया। अब्दुल मटीन, बहुत बढ़िया। विश्व भारती, मेल गेज, लॉरा वोल्वे तो मैंने ही पढ़ाया है। आई एम द फर्स्ट पर्सन इंट्रोड्यूस दीज थिंग्स इन नेट क्लासेस। मेरे ही लेक्चर सुन के पढ़ाया हो किसी ने, अगर आप किसी और ने पढ़ाया तो। Good, good, good. So I have seen, and time is also 11 o'clock, 8 minutes, and it's 11:08. So everybody has joined. Let's talk about feminism. So first of all, we're going to talk about the very basic concept, language. Feminism basically deals with the crime against women, the torture against women, where women is not given the equal opportunity, equal respect, and women is considered as a second-class citizen. So basically, feminism is like anything against women, where women is not given an identity, and the identity which has been given to her is given by the patriarchy. So I'll take you the example here. The famous book written by Simone de Beauvoir, the French feminist writer, from Second Sex, 1949. She says, "A woman is not born but becomes." So Try to understand what I mean to say. I'm writing the spelling here. Please spelling check karo. Simon D. Beauvoir, famous book, Second Sex, published in 1949. Please note करते जाओ, notes बनाते जाओ. She said, a woman is not born, but becomes. So the identity of women or the gender, it is not a physical or biological concern or something a kind of biological difference. It is the social difference. So it is actually a social structure, a social construct. So women is not the one who is different from male through her body structure. That is essential thing. But the body structure doesn't define that who is the male, who is a female. We can call I can call myself a female, but what a female does, how a female has to live her life, how a female has been shaped as a female, that is the social construct. So first of all, always remember this thing, that the concept of gender is a social construct, not a biological construct. यानी कि लड़की कौन है, वो उसके बायोलॉजिकल स्टैंडर्ड से नहीं होता है, ये होता है कि उसे क्या बनाया गया है. सो इफ शी इज इन द सोसाइटी वेयर एट एवरी स्टेप शी हैज बीन टोल्ड टू बिहेव लाइक अ गर्ल. You must have seen in India, जितनी भी इंडियन लड़कियों को पता होगा, you must have seen this thing, that your family members, your parents, they tell you that you are a girl. They keep telling you you are a girl. Don't do like this, you are a girl. Don't eat like that, you are a girl. Don't speak like that, you are a girl. So they keep telling you, and that is how they actually make you a girl or woman in a society. But the basic concept, that how the first ever difference started, because I know you missed many of you must have seen this thing, that we talk about male and female, there are differences, don't thought processes are different. Even Tejasvi Surya today has said something against Arabian women, which is actually a stupid thing. He shouldn't have said like that. But see why people male perception is totally different from women perception. So the very first thing is essentialism. Essentialism means essential difference. Hold on. Those who are writing here, the comments, focus, focus what I say. Take notes, because if you are involved in constant comment writing, sharing your knowledge, then you will be able to write your points, but you will actually forget what did I say. So we already have done the courtesy of good morning, good evening. Now let's wait. Listen what I say. Otherwise, only those who are listening will qualify the exam, and others will only write the comments. Okay? And I'm your teacher, so I should tell you everything. So no more comments. Stop it. Okay? Just focus what I say. The very first difference between the male and the female. How, in which society that they got to know that okay, he is male, I'm female. So let's take the best example, essentialism. This is called essentialism. The very first difference. The first ever male, the first ever female. The Homo sapiens, or the first people, when men or the human being was living in caves, did not invent anything about life, had fire, and they would know how to go and hunt and how to eat food. They only knew these things. So what happens now? This is the scientific fact, that the bone density of a female body is weaker, is lighter than a male body. So, physically, a male is strong in generalized way, in general way, not all, but in maximum cases, the bone density, the size of brain, male has a better thing. This is essentialism. So, how it started, how the difference started. When male and female living together, they wanted to kill something, they wanted to go for a hunting. So suppose there was a kind of pig or some deer, and both of them they chased that animal to kill. So having the strong bone density, male was capable of chasing that animal with a better speed, with a better strength. Female was not that much capable of doing those things. Now remember this point. This is essentialism, the first ever human being. मैं आपको ये बता रहा हूँ कि सबसे पहला डिफरेंस शुरू कहाँ से हुआ होगा, ठीक है? तो अब क्या होता है? Women, female, she found this thing that male is better than me in the speed, so I should help him by arranging fire, by chopping vegetables, by arranging the platters and other things, so that when he comes back, he will find me doing the same thing, so I can participate in the work. So when female Homo sapien found that she is not capable of running after the target hunted thing, so it's better to help the male in a different way. And she started taking care of the household. This is how the difference started. Women started belonging to kitchen. So women actually was supporting male, but male thought that she only belongs to kitchen. And this is how the difference started. Then by nature, pregnancy has been given to women. So if a woman has a child to carry, she has responsibilities which are 10 times more than a male. Many of the female students that I have seen in my life, in my career, they cannot study because of their kids. They have to take care of them. Then I have seen many girls. In fact, in last batch also, one girl, she would carry her girl child in my office. So my assistants, the female assistant, they would take care of her. And then only she was able to study. And I have seen many women who are taking care of children and are working very hard to survive. So obviously the hurdles are totally different for them. So this is gradually got developed that males started going for offices, for business, for tour and travel, and women started taking care of household. So this was the essential, the basic difference. Now started going out. Women started staying in the house, taking care of kitchen and household. Now who has better opportunity of learning and understanding? Male, because male is going out. So who will have more knowledge? Male. Who will learn about life? Male. Who will become superior by knowledge, by power, by understanding of the nature itself? Male. This is how women was devoid of all types of learnings, all types of power. Now I'm quoting Michel Foucault, the person directly related to post-structuralism, the person directly related to culture studies. I'm talking about Michel Foucault. Foucault says that knowledge leads power, and power leads us for knowledge. This is a circular process. The person who has knowledge will have power, he is powerful, and the power will make you get more knowledge. So, who got more knowledge? Male. Male got power. And then, when he found more power, he found more knowledge. And that is how gradually male became the supreme leader in every sector. That's why we use the word Rashtrapati. Pati stands for Malik, Rashtrapati, but stands for male. Bhupati, Adhipati, it's all male. And Sampati, the person who is full of riches, Sampati. So concept is that this is how the idea got developed. So the male and women, two things: first class citizen, women second class citizen. Now tell me this thing: have you ever seen any religion, any culture, any caste where after marriage, male has to leave his house and to live with women's family forever? Don't give me the exception of Manipuri tribes, one or two tribes. I'm talking about majority. Why in every culture, in every religion, women has to leave her house? Because this is called, this is, remember this point. You will think that sir is explaining it in a very easy way, but I'm actually taking all the references of the terms. When a woman has to leave her house, this is called dislocation, the post-colonial term, dislocation of culture, the poetics of women, the dislocation of women. If a woman marries a person but lives with her family forever, She is comparatively stronger in psychology. She has her friends, her family members, her language skills. She can even speak in gestures. Her mummy will understand without even listening her words. She will read her face. But if a woman has to leave her house, she will go to the husband's house. Who is psychologically stronger? Husband. Nothing changed in the life. But for women, the world changed. It has no one to talk, to express. If what if it's an arranged marriage? Even the husband is a stranger. That's how this is a politics to control women. It's easy to tame her. It's easy to control her, to bring her from her house, to keep her in a family surrounded by the male relatives of the male member, husband, and then control her. And moreover, this is how the language has been developed. Have you ever wondered that our language is also patriarchal language? Language is also male-centered language. Have you ever wondered this thing? हमने बचपन में बातचीत में बोला है. Many a time when we play, and we have seen that whenever the kids they fell down, they start crying. बच्चा गिर जाता है खेलते खेलते जमीन पे. The kids who are playing, suppose somebody fell down, started crying. So generally that I have seen in society, they say, why are you crying? Are you a girl? तो लड़की है क्या, क्यों रो रहा है? So you say that, तो लड़की है क्या, क्यों रो रहा है? What kind of message is this? किसी ने लिखा है कि कोई हस्बैंड बेबी से नहीं डरता होगा, ऐसा मानने से. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. लेकिन so why do we say that why are you crying, are you a girl? So is it like crying, emotion, lamentation, feminine qualities are related to women only? Even the male can cry, we all have emotions. So there is nothing bad in crying, and it's not related to male and female. But that's how we have developed the language. This is called phallogocentrism. I'm writing the spelling, so note karo. Phalllo go centricism. Phallogocentrism. Phallogocentrism is a language which is developed by male, a language which is developed by patriarchy. Now, have you ever wondered this thing, that the boy roaming around with five, six girls in a college is called stud, hero, poster boy, maybe dude, and some other words. क्या होते हैं? Hunk, और दो चार word, Casanova. Now, a girl hanging with five, six boys. What are the words for her? Sorry to say, I should not say, lekin yes, the words are characterless, slut, prostitute, degraded women, cheap. Why? If a boy does the same thing, he's hero. If the girl does the same thing, this is really cheap. But that's how the language has been developed. I ask you a very easy thing. Have you ever wondered why a person, a male, is always a Mister before marriage and after marriage, and women has to change it, Miss to Mrs. Why? Who decided that? सोचो, कभी सोचा है? कभी सोचा है इस चीज को? Why Miss and Mrs? Because the moment you apply the word Mrs, it means taken, controlled, tamed, captured, overpowered. So the moment you say Mrs, it automatically introduces your husband and your marital tie-up. Technically, you have a master, you belong to someone. Technically, Mrs is unavailable, Miss is available. Mister, always available. And no one to tame, no one to control. आज खाना मत बनाना घर में कोई. आज सबने फेमिनिज्म पढ़ा है, कोई कुकिंग नहीं करेगा. अपने अपने हस्बैंड्स को बोलो, पेरेंट्स को बोलो, भाइयों को बोलो खाना बनाने को. Yes, this is the thing. A woman has to carry a vermilion, a Mangal Sutra. What are the essential things for a husband to carry to show that he is also married? I don't think there is something essential to carry. But then, if a woman is not carrying her Mangal Sutra, if a woman is not carrying a vermilion, उसे सिंदूर नहीं लगा हुआ है, तो people will say that she does not respect the marital things. She doesn't respect her husband. In fact, it is said in many area, I think UP and Bihar, that if your vermilion, if your sindoor is a longer one, it covers half of your head, it will give a long life to your husband. So I have seen many women they cover their head like this with vermilion. ऐसा होता है. The famous incident from Ramayana, Sita Mata Sita was applying vermilion. So Hanumanji came and said, "My mother, why are you doing this thing? Why are you applying this thing?" She said, "If I apply this thing, then my husband, Lord Ram, will have a long life." And then Hanumanji took that color, vermilion, and applied all over his body. So that's why we call him Lal Deh Lali Lasai, Arthari Lal Langur. आ रहा है समझ में? अभी तो बहुत बेसिक चीज़ अभी और भी आने वाला है. हाँ, शुभम, आज थोड़ा-सा फेमिनिज़्म का फ़र्क देखते हैं. आज कॉल आनी चाहिए सबके पास, सब मेरे पास सबके घरों से कि भाई आज खाना नहीं बना है. व्हाई आर यू टीचिंग फेमिनिज़्म? लड़कियों ने आज खाना नहीं बनाया घर में. एक्चुअली आई टोल्ड इट टू माय असिस्टेंट आल्सो. आई टोल्ड इट टू माय असिस्टेंट दैट आज ऐसा फेमिनिज़्म पढ़ाऊँगा कि घर में कोई खाना नहीं बनाएगा. थैंक यू सो मच. सी अरे नहीं, नहीं ऐसे मत बोलो. मैं नहीं द चीटर. चीट-वीट का कोई जेंडर से लेना-देना नहीं होता है. चीट कोई भी हो सकता है. ठीक है? See, the true support of feminism is to respect women, but not to pity them. उन्हें सिंपैथी मत दो, उन्हें हिम्मत दो, उन्हें ताकत दो. ठीक है? Never ever give sympathy to women. Make them strong. Let them have their strongness around them. Tell them that you are stronger than us. Even in our Indian culture, the root of Shakti, Durga, power is related to women. So we have to respect a lot of things. Yatra naryastu pujante ramanti tatra devta. That is one of the best thing. But most of the cases, what happens, male goes for a psychological issue, male ego, troubles, finding women as the weaker object, starts beating and torturing. This goes really wrong. This is really wrong. But यहाँ पे भी वही है कि male has to prove his superiority. That's why he does that. तो ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें हो जाती हैं जो होनी नहीं चाहिए. Imagine this thing. अरे लड़ना वड़ना मत भाई. Somebody has written कि आज तुम्हें घर में सब सारे मेल से लड़ूंगी. लड़ना वड़ना मत भाई. पता लग लोग मुझे बोलेंगे प्लीज सर पढ़ाना बंद करो. ये समझ में आया ही नहीं आया. अब करते हैं बड़ी बात, बिग थिंग. All the writers they always have talked about women. The male writers cannot express the emotions of a female. How Shakespeare can know the heart of Voila? Voila is in love with Duke Orsino in Twelfth Night. Duke Orsino asks Voila to carry the love letters. तो ड्यूक ऑर्सनो वॉइला को बोलता है कि लव लेटर लेके जाओ. If a girl is in love with a person, how she can carry the love letters written by that person? So how Shakespeare knows that actually a woman behaves like that? Shakespeare was a male. Being a male, how can you imagine the emotions of a woman? How can you even think about the emotions of women? कैसे सोच सकते हो? कैसे पता चलेगा? Shakespeare's character Othello kills his wife Desdemona. Desdemona does not speak. If Desdemona was so courageous to take a stand for her love, marrying a person who was a Moor, a black man, then why did she actually keep mum? She could have told Othello that I am not responsible, let me speak, I am also courageous. So, this is what the message is that Shakespeare didn't know women. How Shakespeare portrayed women? Milton kept on marrying again and again. Milton's first wife ran away, Mary Powell. Did anyone question Milton that maybe you are a bad husband, that's why she ran away? So even the history, the English literature or the history of the world itself It takes or talks about women as a second class citizen. They're not given proper identities. How many historical women you remember? How many historical women? Cleopatra 1, then Jocasta 2, Media 3, then how many else? Jhansi Ki Rani 1, then बेगम हजरत महल 2. कितने लोगों को याद है? यस अनुप्रिया, बहुत बढ़िया. बच्चों को सिखाओ रेस्पेक्ट women. अभिजीत मजूमदार, यू आर ऑल्सो राइट. रजिया सुल्तान, कैथरीन एलिजाबेथ. मिल्टन was a really bad husband, yes. Do you know that I have uploaded a video on Manu Smriti talking about that how Manu was against women, and Manu said that if women is married to a wrong husband, if your husband is a criminal, if your husband is an animal, he beats you like anything. If your husband is a drug addict, he will always be a god to you. कभी सुना आपने? सोचा कभी ऐसा? So what Manu Smriti says that even if your husband is the worst creature, is the druggist, rapist, killer, murderer, keeps on beating you, keeps on torturing you, will always be your God. In Manusmriti, this is said that. हाँ श्रीजा, I will definitely cook for my wife. हाँ पहले शादी हो जाए मेरी. जी yes. If you have seen a movie where a girl sings the song भला है बुरा है जैसा भी है मेरा पति मेरा देवता है. you'll- Atul. So when I made that video talking about Manusmriti, do you know that in the comments I got threats by great Manusmriti minded people, strong traditional minds. Threat came to me in purest Hindi. महोदय आपका आपको उस रास्ते से हटा दिया जाएगा इससे ज़्यादा. अज़हर मोहम्मद अभी तक नहीं. मेरी स्माइल से नहीं लगता. सी हैप्पीली नॉट मैरिड. समझ में आ गया कहने का मतलब? Women has been praised, women has been respected and loved in our culture. ऐसा नहीं कि बहुत खराब है. But question is that even if you love and praise someone, why don't you let that person have the real identity? I love my dog. My pet dog is very close to me. But if I just love him and I try to make him human, that is wrong. If he is a different breed, if he has a different lifestyle, I should respect that. And that is also, I understand this thing. So what I do, I set him free to play with. I try to use the what do we call that? The rope and the neck thing, the chain, in a very rare manner. I try to avoid it. I try to let him freely roam around. Somebody has questioned, do I help my mother? Obviously, I do. I love cooking. Yeah, I'll tell you. Don't worry. This is not the ending. Here, I'm just giving you the basic idea about the language, about the identity, the dislocation. Then we will talk about joy sense, the female emotions, female orgasm. Then we will also talk about Virginia Woolf, who is the first feminist, who is the second feminist, who is known as the grandmother of feminism, who was called Hynine Petticoat. Then who are the people who wrote the controversial works? Then which feminist was killed? इस तरीके के बहुत सारी चीजें आपको बताऊंगा मैं. ठीक है. So अभी क्या है? Basically, today what you have to do is read the first and second and third wave. I am giving you a clue. I am giving you a clue. You will read it and I'll explain it in the next lecture. The first wave is this. First wave is this. Second wave is this. Handshake. Third wave is this. Slap. समझ में आया? This is my style, Vineet Pandey style. First wave, they folded hands. Who? Women folded hands. Said, please give us some basic rights. Second wave, they said, we are equal. We deserve all the rights. We are equal. We can shake hand with you. Third wave, they questioned history, religion, everything which is related to women, the identity. Showing the slap means, who are you? Why should we ask liberation from you? Who are you to define us? Who are you to caricature our rules? So third wave is actually slapping the male dominated literature, male dominated histories, male dominated structure of the world. That is third wave. First wave is folding hands. Second wave is equality. Third wave is, who are you? We are free. We have our own identity. We do not need male in our society. That is the third one. आ गया समझ में? अच्छे से आ गया ना समझ में? और ये भी बताओ मुझे, एंड वन मोर थिंग, ये भी बताओ, हु हैज सेड दिस? नारी तुम केवल श्रद्धा हो, विश्वास रजत के नग पग तल में, पीयूष सी बहा करो जीवन के सुंदर समतल में। लिखते कौन बताता है? So if you like the way, share the video, let people know about my style, Vineet Pandey style. Thank you so much for being with me, for supporting me, for loving me. Gradually we have become a family. मुझे आप में से बहुत सारे लोगों के नाम याद हो गए हैं। आप में से बहुत सारे लोग बहुत अच्छे फनी कमेंट्स भी करते हैं। Thank you so much. It's an honor to be in front of you. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.